We're cycling around the clock. It's getting earlier, later, and earlier. Yo, give me your best wink. I actually can't wink. I don't have the facial muscles to do such a thing, unfortunately. Not gonna lie, it's always been something I've been a little insecure about. I'm gonna be completely honest. Yo. What's up, Chad? Good morning. Or later. Yeah, somewhere around there. What's up, chat? Hey, yo. Little Carlson. Thank you very much for the prime. I appreciate that. And Aviv123. Thank you very much for the prime as well, too. That's two primers that are offline. Both pretty soon after I had stopped streaming. I'm gonna have to assume you guys were suffering from VodFrog ads. And as a result, you drop your prime. And in that case, I appreciate you if you are coming back around to the VOD this time around. I appreciate you both. Thank you very much. And Hephaestus, thanks for the 3 years. Appreciate you as well, too. You changed the position of the camera? Camera's on a different position. I'm just back to my Sony lens. I actually didn't update my camera. I didn't update my command to the correct lens. It's not the Sigma lens anymore. Hold on. Makes sense. Well, I wouldn't lie. Or I'd have no reason to. It was a Sony, it was a Sony 14mm 1.8 full frame E-mount lens. There we go. Is G810 keyboard too? Is the 915, I think? Because the full 100% with the number, it's the wired one. It's the 915. I believe. Or 815. I think 915 is the wired full 100%. I think 815 is the wireless that doesn't have like the G keys on the side. I don't have the facial muscles to do any good eyebrow wiggling. I also can't say I can do any eyebrow wiggling either. Morning, everyone. What's up, U-Star? Good to see you. How are you? Hello? Looks similar to the G8 just nicer. I don't know if I've seen the G8 before. G8 Oh, that's raised keycap. That's a standard one. Got you. Oh yeah, I'm a Chiclet Andy, so that makes sense. That's a pretty nice keyboard, though, to be honest. Yeah, that's not a bad looking keyboard. I feel like if I had preferred the standard height of keys, the keycaps, I probably would have gone with the G8 I don't know, man. I've been freaking loving Logitech products. I tried out their mice. I'm still stuck on the Razer, but definitely moving from Razer keyboard to Logitech keyboard was 100% worth it. This thing's beautiful. I'm probably not going to need to get another keyboard ever. This thing breaks, I'm buying a brand new one. Are you still playing Pixelmon? I think Pixelmon might have retired itself. I think it might have gone a little bit too long without really much, and I think most people have kind of... You know how it goes. Not confirmed, but that's just my assumption on the whole feeling of it. Bad throw right now, so I'm sitting here with a cup of honey lemon tea and bam. Pete notif at 1:45 a.m. Hey, sorry about your throat. Hope you get a new one. Are you still playing VH? That did not take long to be asked. Yes. I just am taking a break right now. Good, how are you? Doing pretty well. My day went down from very good to a moderately good when I made dinner and a fourth of it fell on the floor. But I ate all I could, so it turned out to be all it was. So at the end of the day, I don't think I actually lost any calories. Do you like Mondays? I don't mind them. Do you? That's so sad. Yeah, you know, I'd say it was more of a hassle actually cleaning it up off the floor than losing the food itself. Because I didn't end up needing to eat that anyway, so. What's up, Stoff? How you doing? Have I gone live at the perfect time? Yeah, I don't think this is gonna last longer than a day. I'm assuming I'll probably be live actual early morning tomorrow if I do stream around that time. Good morning, good morning. No. Well, I woke up at when? 5:30 p.m. Around 5:30 p.m. I think. You hate Mondays? That's messed up, man. What do Mondays ever do to you? I'd argue that Mondays are actually one of the better days of the week. Because you actually have stuff to talk about considering the weekend just ended. And sometimes the weekend can extend into a Monday. I think the worst day of the week is Tuesday. Which I guess is today. Because nothing fucking happens on Tuesdays. And my stream ain't there damn well gonna change that. Shut smells lasagna. That's what I was thinking too. You like a little bit of meat between your pasta? What's up, Leydon? How you doing? What kind of morning stream is this? A good morning. Rip Mindplex, I guess? Does Mindplex do something on Tuesdays? Wednesday's horrible for me? I feel like Wednesday, yeah, I don't know. I think Tuesdays and Wednesdays are like the worst days of the week. I used to hate Wednesdays when I was in school because we had chapel on Wednesdays and I fucking hated chapel. Nothing against religion, but holy fuck did they do, they went to their best effort to make celebrating religion the most boring fucking thing on planet Earth. It's not like I would necessarily regret going to a Christian school, considering that's just where my family put me, so I didn't really have much of a choice. But I always dreaded anything that involved religion at the school because it was either just sit in a room on a chair, a folding chair for an hour and hear someone talk, and that's basically it once a week, or study a Bible verse and be tested on at the end of the week. I'm thinking, I feel like we could do a little bit better about making Christianity not a school curriculum, but also, do people still do the Pledge of Allegiance at the beginning of every day? That just came back into memory for me. Mondays, we would do 3 different pledges. There was the Pledge of Allegiance, the Pledge of, was it Independence? And then the Pledge to the Bible. Holy shit, we did 3 different ones. And then the rest of the week, it was just the Pledge of Allegiance. Wow, that's a wild memory to unlock. Why the fuck did we do that? Why were we pledging allegiance at the beginning of a school day? Pledge to the Bible? Yeah, no, we had 3. We had 2 different flags and we had the Bible. And someone, it would always be a different kid, would hold up a Bible in the air while we were all reciting the pledge to it. I'm gonna look that. What would I even school Bible pledge? Pledge to the Bible, ministry to children. I pledge allegiance to the Bible, God's holy word, and I will make it a lamp unto my feet and a light unto my path, and will hide its words in my heart that I might not sin against God. Holy shit, I remember that. Oh my god. Yeah, I used to say that every Monday before school. That's great. That's impressive. Wow. Took until year 12 for my religious studies classes and not be a complete waste of time. Yeah, I remember. So in elementary school, we pretty much just had at the end of every week, you would be tested on a Bible verse. They would just give you a Bible verse on Monday, and it was a memorization thing. The only thing was on Friday, you just had to write out the verse by memory. It's like, okay, you're incorporating memory learning to retention to religion. Fine, that's harmless. But 6th grade was always hilarious because 7th graders would always, no, sorry. I think it was the, no, I remember now. The 6th graders, because my elementary school went from kindergarten to 6th grade. I think typical for America is kindergarten to 5th grade, and then middle school is 6th to 8th. For me, it was middle school was 7th to 8th, and then high school was 9th to 12th. But we had elementary school up until 6th grade. The 6th graders would always tell us when we were younger, like in 3rd grade, 4th grade, they'd scare us, especially 5th grade. They'd say, oh, dude, you have no idea. When you get to junior high, they make you memorize entire books of the Bible. And I was out here genuinely afraid for my life that I was going to have to memorize the entirety of Deuteronomy, like the whole thing in a month. And of course, I'm too young to understand that that is not fathomable in any regard. But you better believe I was a gullible ass kid, and we all were. We saw those 6th graders as fucking high schoolers. They might as well have been at that point. Anything they said was more gospel than the Bible itself. So that always scared me. But then we got to junior high and high school, and it was mostly just like, I think junior high was like a paragraph. And then high school sometimes would be like half of a page around there. I was K6, 7th to 8th, 9th to 12th. Okay, so you had it just like me pretty much. Went to a Christian school, but I didn't have any of that shit. We just had a mandatory mass every couple months. What's a mass? But why? Memorization, I guess. I don't know. Like, it makes sense because they can use the verse as like a topic of discussion, because we had Bible class, right? That's something that didn't feel too weird to me. The whole memorization thing. It's like, okay, you can talk about the verse, talk about the chapter that we're in, and you get to highlight a couple of important key things, and then you test us on it at the end of the week. All right, fine. It's not that big of a deal. To be honest, compared to some of the tests that I was given in elementary school or even junior high, that was definitely one of the easier ones. Oh, worship. I got you. Yeah, we had worship every Wednesday for an hour to an hour and a half, and it was just pain. It was just so... I don't know if anybody else here agrees, but I always hated the auditorium. Something about it just felt so sterile and soulless. And probably because it was basically just a giant building with tile flooring and plastic pull-out chairs, foldable chairs. So there's not really much to throw in there that doesn't make it feel sterile, but I hated it. I always hated it. Used to watch them during the How to Minecraft days? Well, why'd you stop? You stopped watching? What the hell? That's messed up, man. What's up, Hire? How you doing, boss? I had to sing hymns in assembly? You had to sing? That's interesting. Finally got a new teacher who actually wanted to discuss religion and a whole instead of just, here's a Bible verse, learn it. I guess it depends on what kind of teacher you get and how good your class is, right? K to 11, I did studies of religion, and for next year in year 12, it was the only time I actually kind of enjoyed studying religion as we looked at more than Christianity. Oh, so you looked at like a broader scope of more than just one religion. See, I think that's something that I would have loved in the school that I went to, is being taught about more than just Christianity for an outside perspective on things. Because I'm gonna be honest, like I still consider myself Christian, because mostly because that was the ethics that I was raised off of, and I do believe some things from the Bible, but it would have been really nice growing up to have learned more about the world outside of the very tight bubble that I grew up in. My pretty much all of my growing up life was very sheltered around not knowing anything about anyone else aside from people who went to my Christian high school, and that was, or Christian school in general. And that was probably the case for a lot of people that went there, to be honest. So I've been trying to do a little bit more of that over the last few years, because understanding different, because that's the thing, right? Life is all about perspective. So having your school be centered around a singular perspective and nothing else ever be brought up doesn't exactly equate to the most healthy form of being raised. Especially because in a lot of cases, a school can do more raising than parents. I guess that depends, but I know that was definitely the case for a lot of people. They learn more from school classes than they did the houses that they grew up in. We have chapel once a week, and it's basically just a short church service. Yeah, I think that's about what mine was. I don't remember if we ever got tested on any of that stuff, or if it was purely extracurricular. I don't think we ever got tested on it. My brain wants to say that we did, but I think that would have been pretty messed up to like test us on the stuff that we learned in chapel, because there's no way we're going there to study. Yeah, I don't think we did. That would be kind of insane. This is degen even for you. Listen. You are not wrong. I wanted to go live earlier, but I was having tech issues with my new setup and it's pissing me off. But I think I have it fixed, and by that I mean I don't actually know, and I'm just streaming to hope that it fixes itself. College was culture shock for sure. If I went to college like right after high school, I think I would have gotten a pretty strong slap across the face to reality. I definitely got a bit of that though when I transferred out, because I transferred out in 9th grade, and then I transferred again in 11th grade. So I went to 2 different high schools. Well, 3 different high schools, I guess, technically. Well, I spent like a little bit of time in 9th grade at my Christian school, but I got out of there pretty quickly. So I got a pretty good, like, grounding in high school of there's a lot more to life than just this little bubble that you grew up in. Was still pretty sheltered at that point, but that was at least bit more of, hey, by the way, other people are a little bit different. Believe different things, have a different life. It's a crazy concept. My insomnia lives for Pete live degen hours. Well, there you go. I gotta keep a schedule for you. Time to lose another run at how did we get here? Only I can make that joke. You can't say that. So the next school was do similar things. We did Christian studies until age 12, and then we studied just religion in general. And then in college, we studied the Norse mythology and Icelandic classes. Kind of wild because that was technically our original faith. Interesting. How do you feel like that worked out for you, if you don't mind me asking? Like, looking back on that, do you think that was a good thing? Yeah, I would have loved to have just been taught a little bit more about other things, because there's such a vast world, right, man? There's so many. You can spend every day learning and not even scratch the surface of stuff. You mean when sleep ends a run? No, okay, listen, that's not gonna happen. It might have happened the one time, it's not gonna happen again. Anyway, I want a game now, so we're gonna play games. Might sound very generic to say, but living in a heavy Christian environment actively put me off religion growing up. I think that's very common, to be honest. I feel like, I don't know, it's a sensitive topic, and I say it from the perspective of someone who used to go to church and used to go to a very Christian-centered school. It was a Christian school. I don't like a lot of the practices that people do when it comes to religion. I also have reasons for disliking church in general, and a lot of the ways that Christianity is spoken about there, and the way that you're treated while being there. And it's more of a reason why I practice self-faith, not faith in myself. Well, faith in myself, but at home practices. There are 7,000 villages around me. I'm gonna start with here. I think this is the wrong play, but is the bitrate low for anyone else? Why is my bitrate 3,000 kilobytes?